Welcome back. I'm Christina and this is Megan, and today we are here to talk to you all about snacks. Now, everybody loves to snack, but there are three basic myths that we want to bust for you today. So the very first myth that we want you to get out of your brain is that snacking is unhealthy. The way to avoid unhealthy snacks is to make sure that you're doing prep over convenience. Now, I know it's a lot easier when you're driving in the car and suddenly you're hungry to run into the gas station and grab a bag of chips, but just imagine how much more that food can take you throughout the day than just running in and grabbing something unhealthy. So we've got a couple of options here I'd like to show you an example of. This is something that you may buy in a gas station, you know, these little processed cracker chips. This is 150 calories right here, this little tiny bunch of food. What this is, it's salty, it's gonna be over-processed, it's gonna make you feel satisfied for about this long, and then you're gonna be hungry again, you're gonna overeat. Or you could pack something like this, and including the ranch dressing that's here, all of this food here is 150 calories, so just imagine how much further that can take you throughout the day. Myth number 2, snacking is a bad habit. Snacking is not a bad habit. The whole point of snacking is to not be extremely hungry. So if you're keeping sort of a consistent amount of food in your body throughout the day, you'll be fine. Chances are when you're extremely hungry, you're gonna grab the first thing in sight, and usually the first thing in sight is not going to be very healthy. And you also tend to overeat because you're trying to satisfy that aching feeling in your belly. So the whole point about snacking is to A, not become extremely hungry, and to B, to keep you from being overly full, because as we all know, you're extremely hungry, you overeat, and then you're just like full and lethargic and you feel crappy throughout the rest of the day. And finally, the third myth about snacking is that it ruins your diet. It doesn't ruin your diet. So just as we had mentioned before, something processed over something nice and fresh. This is 1 cup of apples. Look how much that is. That looks like about an apple and a half, depending on what type of apple that you get. This is only 80 calories. Look how much more food that is than these tiny processed chips that you get at the gas station. So just when you're snacking, it's more about prep over convenience. Just make sure that you're making smart choices, and you'll find foods that are going to sustain you throughout the whole day.
So 6 meals a day can actually help to regulate your blood sugar without letting it drop too low or rising too high. Just make sure that you're combining a healthy carb, a fat, and a protein into your snack. So you can try some low-fat cheese with some fruit. You can even do some cottage cheese with some fruit. I like to add peaches into that. And you can make some homemade trail mix using dried fruits and nuts. So really just don't be afraid to try snacking. Go ahead and just choose a healthy option that's going to take you a little bit further throughout the day.
We'll see you right back here next week.